And coming to you live from OpenStack Boston, this is the last day, and this is the Open Source Podcast. I'm here with Beth Cohen from Verizon, Product Manager, who had an excellent demo during the keynote. Tell me a little bit about what Verizon is doing in the context of OpenStack and where you see OpenStack going.
So OpenStack, Verizon's really embracing OpenStack in a big way, although we are, I have to admit, a little late to the game. So we're standing up OpenStack Cloud that we're going to be using for our internal applications, but we're also exposing it to our customers and building some really cool products, virtual network services being one of them, where we can stand up network services both on our high-performance networking cloud and out at the customer edge. And we have OpenStack as underlying the infrastructure of all of it.
Very interesting. What do you think is exciting with what's going on with OpenStack, specifically in the context of NFV? What are you hoping will start to happen?
So, as with all open source, standards are great. There's so many of them to choose from. So, as OpenStack matures, it is time for it to develop more standards, particularly as interoperability is so important. And of course, the telecoms have been, very, very active in standards communities for years. And now we need to, Verizon and, of course, all the other telecoms really need to embrace the other the new model of standards, which is not the traditional model of standards where a committee gets together and, spends several months deciding what the standard should be. And I think we still have a learning curve there.
What are the new technologies that, a large telco like Verizon, or not so much a telco, an operator like Verizon is looking at? Containers, serverless, what are the buzzwords that are interesting to Verizon?
So of course, software-defined networking is a big interest to us because we recognize that we need to embrace the future before our customers do. So that's been a major focus, and of course, all the other technologies, we're always looking at the latest technology because, at the end of the day, Verizon and all the telecoms are really technology companies.
Do you think that a large organization like Verizon can move agilely enough to adopt these technologies, or do they kind of get stuck in a boot loop until they actually adopt them and then the next big thing comes out?
No, we have to be agile, and we are transforming ourselves into being an agile company because we have to.
What are your thoughts on development of OpenStack roadmap, and what do you think it still needs to be done?
Oh my God! So Neutron still has a long ways to go. I've been harping on that since Hong Kong, so it's been a long time. It is getting better, but there are still definitely major gaps. Security is still a big problem. Security as one of the gaps that we're running into is the ability. Role-based security is very important to us, of course, and we really need some much more fine-grained security capabilities than is currently in OpenStack. And of course, tools are always important, and the ability to support thousands of nodes, highly efficient, highly available, and massively distributed. Of course, that was the big buzzword of this conference, this summit, which is the massively distributed FOG, OpenStack, and that's brings a whole new set of complexities to the OpenStack community, breaking out of the data center and adding those additional complexities.
I couldn't agree more. So we're looking towards, simplifying and, improving some of the security capabilities. And I think OpenStack has come a really long way. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.